Hey guys, Zach Butler here with iTeachLexus and Peterson Lexus. We're ready to show you how to work your 2016 Lexus RX stereo system and audio controls. Let's dive in. Okay guys, for the stereo, we're going to start on your steering wheel controls, which you will probably interact with more than anything because they are super handy and give you a wide range of possibilities for operation. First and foremost, you've got a plus and a minus for your stereo volume. We have an arrow up, arrow down, which functions for all the different modes of your system, all the different operations of your system. So you'll utilize your modes for FM, for AM, for satellite radio, for Bluetooth audio, for CDs, all that different interaction all through your mode. And it also will turn on and off your stereo. So if I hit the mode switch, I'll see a little readout right up here. It shows that my satellite radio is now on. If I hold down on the mode switch, it'll mute my sound system. So let's go ahead and kick that back on. And then we'll turn down our volume. Let's get back over here to satellite radio. You can see I'm toggling through each of them one by one. So now we'll turn down our volume. Easy enough. So volume presets within each of the modes. Mode is scrolling through all your different mode operations. Now, if you notice right here, this is our voice command switch. We're going to go into more detail about voice command on a separate video, so look that one up so that you can understand how the voice command will interact with your stereo. So those are your stereo operations in the most basic form. Now, we have the ability to come down here just like your climate control and be dealing with hard switches. All of these operations will give you a great deal of versatility with your stereo system. So if you notice right here, very straightforward volume switch, and also serves as a power on and off switch. Then we've also got a manual tune, so we can manually tune stations, which I personally like this one a lot. And you can use that for all of your different modes, your manual tune. Power volume, and then you also have a switch here to eject out a CD, to change to your radio stations, FM, AM, satellite radio, to change here to different media sources such as Bluetooth media, all the different operations, USB, so if you're plugged in via a USB port, which guys, to plug in your phone for music or an iPod, you do that right here in the middle box where those USB ports are. Right there, which is really easy and handy. And then right here I have an arrow left and arrow right. These will either operate your presets either direction for your stereo system, or your track for CD operation, or your iPod or your Bluetooth operation. And then lastly, a play and pause button, which functions for the CD slot. Next, we'll dive into how the remote touch toggle operates with your information screen for a lot more detailed audio instruction. Alright everyone, let's dive into the audio operations through your remote touch toggle. So as you remember, you just slide your toggle wherever you want to go. You could press down, or you could use the enter on the left or the enter on the right. Very straightforward. So let's start by pressing the menu button. The menu button gets us to our main screen, which will give us the ability to roll through and get right to our different operations of your sound system. So let's first start with radio. So if you click on the radio icon, from here you're going to notice very specifically some good options. So let's start at the top and look at source. Source is just like your mode on your steering wheel, that is. From there, you can control all your different modes. Turn this down a little bit so you guys can hear me better. So satellite mode, FM mode, AM mode. Let's select FM mode for sake of demonstration. From right here, we see that we're on the FM dial. We're listening to 96.9, which happens to be a rock genre station. It does give us high definition radio because that's lit up at the bottom. And it's also given us FM information, meaning 96.9 the Eagle, Learning to Fly, Petty, and the Tom Petty, that is, and the Heartbreakers. So that's telling me a lot of stuff, a lot of information that you can keep up all the time while you're driving. So we also have the ability from this screen to go back a page, to also pull up station lists, or to scan. So if you want to scan through stations like a traditional scan, it's going to stay in scan mode until you turn it off. Station lists can be really handy because from here you'll notice that it gives you genres. Satellite radio does the same thing, guys. Always remembering I can use my back arrow up here to go back a page, or I also have my back arrow right here. So we'll go back a page. Still at the FM dial. Now notice that we have our option of going to presets. Get over there, press down. From my presets, I'm going to see arrow up, arrow down, scrolling through 6 full pages. That's what the 1/6 is. So 1 through 6, 7 through 12, 13 through 18, all the way up to 36. This is my, what they call mixed presets. We also have the ability to go to individual presets if I want to have them isolated, specific to the FM dial, or back to mixed. Everybody's different. I personally vote have them within the context of the 36 because a whole bunch of them are going to be satellite radio, few are going to be AM, and a bunch are going to be FM. So here's how we set a station. Let's say that we want to set 97.9. Let's go up to the number 1 and we hold down on our toggle for a delay. So for a couple seconds we'll hold down. Got that little beep, and now 97.9 is set as a preset. It's truly that easy, guys. I like to use the manual tune in conjunction with my screen. So I'm reaching over right now with my right hand and I'm just changing the station. I'm gonna find 98.7. Now another option I would have, since I already know some stations, if I was new to town, I could just come right down here and it's going to go specifically through my presets I've already set. Or like we've talked about, we can go back a page with the back arrow or the one in the top right corner. Let's get back here. And we can go right into our info, get out of our presets, back to our main screen, and scan. And let it start picking up the stations. It's really an easy way to do it, guys, and it makes it a lot simpler. So now let's go back a page, or in this case, excuse me, let's go to presets, and let's set this station. Now, if we're gonna, interesting thing to know, I did not turn the scan off, so let's go back, go to scan, and we'll set 99.5. So over to presets, up to number 2, hold down for a delay. That's how I set my presets. And that's also identical in function once you get to your satellite radio station. So if we come up here to source and select source and go to satellite, I would do it the same way. You know, you can find all of your music specific to what you want. Go to info, and then take advantage of all these different options. The one I like to use the best is channel list on satellite radio. Select that. You could go to all. And now from here I can use my arrow down and my arrow up right down here, as you guys can see, to toggle down or up through my satellite radio settings. We'll just kind of show you guys here, and then it reads them all off to you. So if as an example I wanted to set the pulse, I'll select it. And now I'll go back to info, or I can go back a page, easy enough. and go to my presets. After selecting my presets, start where I left off at number 3. Hold down for a delay. The pulse is now set. Same thing for AM. It's super, super easy, guys. Back to your main screen, go to your media now. Selecting your media. Okay guys, so going to the media screen and selecting either auxiliary to run just a traditional auxiliary cord right through your middle box. That's the round one's the auxiliary switch, or the auxiliary spot that you pop the auxiliary cord into and then connect to your music device. That would be auxiliary. And then the one to the left of it would be for Bluetooth. So if you have a phone connected via Bluetooth, then it will pull up all of your music from iTunes to Pandora to anything that you're operating off of your phone will play through and give you sound levels off of. So if you notice what I did there is I just went back to my sound. You're going to have that operation on FM and AM and satellite as well. So guys, stereo will come into play from radio and media off of your remote touch toggle in your main screen. Also giving you operation down here on your main hard switches with the traditional knobs and the easy seek through your presets and your modes of media and radio. And then lastly, the one you'll use by far the most, which is your steering wheel controls for volume, arrow up, arrow down presets, and mode, which operates specifically for the satellite radio, FM radio, CD, Bluetooth, as we've discussed. That's the basics and a good walkthrough on your audio system to get you started. All right, guys, we've covered the audio system for the 2016 RX. I hope this has helped you get a good understanding of how your stereo operates. There is more to learn on that, and I want you to pay close attention to the video covering voice command, because there's a lot you can do within the voice command system for your 2016 RX. Everybody out there, thank you so much. All of my clients and guests, hope you're enjoying using these videos to learn about your new Lexus RX. As always, let me know if you have any questions, need anything at all. Again, Zach Butler with iTeachLexus, Peterson Lexus, 208-870-2788. Have a great day, guys.